Hello to everybody in the year 2025. I'm out riding on a cold winter's day and just thinking about the new year here. Let's talk about the new year. I want to learn something about you today. Okay? I'm riding in a pretty area. Always enjoy this ride. This is a good way to think. But today, it's not about me, it's about you. So, hey, let me just ask you this. Are you a person who makes New Year's resolutions? I kind of am. Now, I'm not saying that I live or die by them necessarily. I think every day should be a day for a fresh start if we need one. So I'm not saying that New Year's Day itself is, something sacred about it, where that's where things get started right. But what I do want to say is, take the opportunity. If there needs to be a change, and the first of the year is a good time to make a change for you, then try to make that change. There may be some health issues, maybe some eating habits. I don't like the concept of dieting, other than maybe just not eating in excess, eating some more of the right food and less of the wrong food, that sort of thing. Just kind of making changes. For me, drinking more water, not drinking a lot of Cokes, those kinds of things. Then there's some changes like it was pointed out to me as a pastor. Generally speaking, a lot of pastors are readers, and I'm a reader, but not probably not to the degree that some others are. This past year was kind of a crazy year, and I did some reading, but for a while there, trying to get this new church started, I was busy every day, had meetings constantly, had things that I had to prepare for. Now I do reading when I'm preparing for a sermon or something like that. I do a lot of reading, but that's not like reading a book. That's more like reading sections of a book, or a few pages of a book, and getting back into a different book. The Bible I read every single year all the way through, as far as I know. I guess there's some years where I read the New Testament one year and the Old Testament the next year. But I want to say this. This year it is my goal to read more. Read more as in books. I would like to read at least a book a month besides the reading that I do, for my ministry, for preparation and stuff. So there's a couple of changes that I hope to make this year. Eat just a little bit differently. Eat more of the right stuff and a little bit less of the wrong stuff. Drink more water and not Cokes and stuff like that. Read some more. I noticed that last year I read about 6 books. This year I hope to read at least 12. So it's not like I'm trying to make huge changes that are impossible to make, but I'm making some changes that I think would be good for me at this stage in my life. And they're doable. What about you? Are you making a few changes this year? Man, I'd love to hear from you. I absolutely would love to hear from you to see if you're planning on making some changes. On this particular ride here, I'm riding to Nashville, but I'm riding through Ashland City. It's one of my favorite routes to take when I go to Nashville. Highway 12, it's curvy, it's pretty. You've seen me on it quite a bit. And this stretch of highway, this is a part of Ashland City that continues to grow. On the south side, leading towards Nashville, it's growing by leaps and bounds. You can see it all the time. They've got a Walmart on this end of town, brand new gas station, a bunch of townhouses. So you can see that there's a lot going on down here. All around Nashville, that's the case. Like I say, Nashville's considered the it city. But besides being a little cold today, and besides being in a pretty area, and besides starting a few new things, I really would like to just hear from you. What might you do differently this year? We've got an opportunity to start fresh. Please let me know what you think. And in the meantime, hit like, share, and subscribe.